Hey traders, I was just gonna see about possibly making a video while a move happens, and I'm not guaranteeing anything's gonna happen here, but this is exactly what the Discord notification said just a couple minutes ago when it was put out. So I threw that on the chart right there. I haven't even made any of the drawings yet, um, but it needs to hold that 1523 number, and so if we wanted to put that in. We could easily just do something like that. Okay, so now we have our hold number plotted, and it looks like we're kind of late to the game, but before we go too far, we want to find out the highest candle from the pre-market, and so we find that there, and if you look up here, you see the OHLC numbers, and that's open, high, low, close, and so if you hover over the candle, you can see that the high of this is 1545, and I would like to go ahead and add that in there, because that's important as well. And then I kind of have some colors that I use that I always know that that's what that means, and it goes from there. And so what I'm noticing while I'm making these I like that. So what we've seen so far is it came up here and it respected the VWAP, came back down a little bit, and it's tested the pre-market high once, it's tested it twice, but while it's been doing that, something that I've noticed is it found some resistance below the screen here, tested it, found a little more support rather. I meant to say support for this one, this one, this one, this one. So we've seen a little bit of that. It held the hold number nicely. It hit pre-market high. And now what we're looking for is it's already broken 33, 48, and so 66 would be our overhead resistance level. Like I said, I'm a little late to this, but if you were trading something right in here would have made for a really good entry. And why is that? Well, we see the green crossover arrow. You'll notice it becomes pretty monotonous after a while. Why I say something's a good entry. I like this is the lowest EMA, so we like seeing that. The other ones are trending in an upward pattern. We're hitting pre-market high a couple times. We're testing the VWAP multiple times, and I have a suspicion that this will turn into a good trade. Now, I don't know if it'll go for the high of the day. I kind of think it will, but what do you expect from someone who's a part of bull trading group? The bears probably think it'll reject here and go down, but we will see how this plays out. And so by this time, if you're this high, one thing to do is you can set a stop right around your entry. So if you did get that 23 entry, wonderful. If not 34, whatever. Maybe put that stop just a little bit higher so that if you do get stopped out, you have the same amount of capital for the next trade. And preserving your capital is a great idea. So we see it test. It came down and it tested the 21. Now, not spending much time above the pre-market high is not a good thing. We want to see that. Ideally, we would have seen this level surpass these levels right here. But it's yet to do that. But it's still early, so I would like to see how this works out. I wonder how the group's doing right now. I'm sure some of you are trading this as we speak, and you'll later watch the video. I wonder if you've appreciated the built-in resistance levels right here. Not that I'm some spectacular trader or anything, but these are just some things that I noticed. Many of you have asked for video style content, and I wonder if you're finding out it's incredibly boring to rewatch. So here's another lesson while we're seeing this develop. Getting a good entry is crucial, because if you got your entry on the 8 EMA or right in here, and your entry was your stop and you got a 1530 entry, you still have a position. But if you were late to the game, even by a little bit, and had a 1535 entry, you've gotten stopped out. Now, I don't know what this move's about to do, but I am interested to find out. I have a feeling if we can break and hold the pre-market high level, I think we'll be turning this move into something. $66, $88, $16.09. Are you going to be able to hold it, or are we going to have a lesson in a failed breakout? If you'll notice back here as well, we saw some upward momentum. We saw this was closing from bearish and opening into a bullish. I like this. Okay, we still have our node in there. Keep an eye on those levels. Oh, there's 88. How's it going to respond to that? Ooh, hesitation. By this time, I'm moving my stop loss from here to either right here or maybe just below it. Or maybe I just take the exit now. Oof. Now what level did that go down to? 1538. So have you been stopped out yet? Did you move it in time? Did you did you just take this level when it didn't break it? Is the move over? There's a lot of questions you could be asking yourself right now. Came all the way down to the 34. It's interesting. It always amazes me how accurate the system can be. For sake of the video, let's assume that you didn't get stopped out. It jumped past the, or it fell past the pre-market high level, but then jumped back up. That candle does interest me. I don't fully know how I feel about it. So we see that it's still. We'll see. These are lowering. We're losing steam, but we're actually sitting above pre-market high, which is something that happened at the open for a while, and then not much else. We're back above our 66 level, headed toward our 88. If you're not seeing this respected, then maybe it is time to take a win. Do you take this exit or do you wait to 1609? Oh, well, hope you made your decision quick. Are you still in this or have you taken the money? Do you take the 1609? Do you get that opportunity? Oh, they are just teasing us at this point. Look at this. I do think it'll happen. I kind of want to wait for it too, but wow. Isn't that unbelievable? What did it jump to? Now look where it's headed. 1639 was the high. Once it broke that real resistance level right in there, it was right on its way. Did we get the high of the day here? I don't know if you're going to see this on Instagram or YouTube or just in the group, but let me know how would you have played this? Obviously, it's easy in hindsight, but what would you have done? Would you still be in it? Come on. Ugh. Oh, this is not. Ugh. There we go. Now break this one, and we're pretty close to home. So, something that I'm noticing in the meantime, the tops right here line up with these tops. You can believe that's a coincidence if you like. I don't know if I believe that's a coincidence. The key part of a trader's job is to realize things like this. And so imagine you were trading earlier in the day and you had an entry back around market open or what have you. Came up here and this was your last chance to sell before getting a similar opportunity hours later. Are you going to be willing in the same spot? Or, we've seen other stocks today. That blue stock happened on the same day, or BLUW, and I believe it hit $34 in market open, or pre-market. And if I'm correct, it's currently sitting at $10. Let's look at that again real quick. Oof, 10.22. That is not a fun chart to look at, assuming you are on the bull side of that. If you're a bear, you just did very well for yourself. Back to this. I don't know if I'm convinced how much left is in it. We may be coming towards the top or what, but if you're content with a 1609 exit and you took that right now, well done. Well done. You say, well, what if it has more in it? Well, that's not how the game's played. You kind of got to settle for what you get and go from there. So we will end that here, and I hope you guys enjoy these and really learn from them. Let me know what you are learning, or if you have questions, feel free to reach out. We are here to help. Have a wonderful day, traders. Bye.